Yes. Hello and welcome to Seven Sentinels. This is Grand Master Class and I'm Peter Simon with you. Today we are conducting a listening session, Part A, Extract 1 from the trainer. So this is for educational purposes. Right. Yeah. Now let us go through this text, Part A, Extract 1. These are the first three questions. Go through them. This is the first slide. 3 questions. Yeah. Page number 40. Yeah. Yeah. So these are the first 3 questions. Yes. Next set of questions, 4 to 7. Questions 4 to 7. Yes. Go through them. Bear with me, I'm going to show you the secrets. Next, question number 8 to 12. Right. Now let us say this. So there are 12 questions. Yeah. So this is our Grandmaster class. If anybody is interested, you can register for the classes, sessions, courses. So this is my number. You can contact me. The number is 9877867360. Yes. So now we'll move to the first question. Right. First three questions. First three questions. Now here, now what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do for these 12 questions? You have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds. In these 30 seconds, what should you expect to do? What should you expect to do in the 30 seconds? For these 12 questions, you have 30 seconds. That means 2.5 seconds for each question. 2.5 question for each second. Okay. Yeah. Think what you have to do. Think about it now. 1. Save to gallery. Save to gallery. Save to gallery. Yeah. Photos. 1. 2, 3. Done. Yeah. Listening test. So this is a listening test. Okay. This is part A. Listening test. OET. OET. Listening test. Part A. So there are 12 questions. Part A. Extract 1. Extract 1. So remember this, whatever I'm telling you, that's very, very important. OET listening test, part A, extract 1. The name of the patient is Bryn, Turnbull. Okay. And questions are 12. Questions 1 to 12. We have 3 things here. Pre-listening time, while listening time, and post-listening time. So we have 3 things. Pre-listening activity. We are scheduling our pre-listening activity. Okay. Pre-listening activity. Right. We are scheduling our pre-listening activity. Note down. I'm making notes for you. Okay, whatever I'm saying, making notes. So first one, there will be pre-listening activity. For that, you have 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay, 30 seconds. So how can we best use these 30 seconds, okay, duration or time? Okay, how can we best use these 30 seconds? Okay, we can say brainstorming. Okay, fine. Let us see how it will go. Okay, now brainstorming 30 seconds. What are we supposed to do? Now here you see there are some headlines. So you have to read the headings and headlines. You have to read the headings and headlines. Okay, right. That will take 5 seconds. Now the first heading is onset of condition. First heading is onset of condition. The second heading is development of symptoms. Okay. The third setting is medication. And the fourth one is current symptoms. You see, these are very important. First one is onset of condition, first heading. Second one is development of symptoms. Then medication. Then last one is current symptoms. So there are 4 subheadings. So how much time will you take? 5 seconds. That's it. So now these indicate the structure of the consultation. So structure of the, first you will talk, how did it start? How did it develop? What medication did you take? And how can you, say, what can you say about the current symptoms present at the moment? All of you, switch off your headphones. Okay, I'm telling you something very, very important. So don't open your mics under any circumstances. I am closing it already here. Yeah. So now these are the 4 things. You take 5 seconds for this one. First one is onset of conditions started 4 years ago. Onset means the beginning of the problem, the genesis of the problem, the starting of the problem, when it actually started. So from there you have to come. This is called the history, the beginning of history from there. Next one is development of symptoms. Now development of symptoms mean from the beginning till now. Okay, from the beginning till now, progress. So 2 years ago, how the symptoms are developed. In the beginning, 4 years back, it was just small, something like that. Now 2 years back, the symptoms developed drastically. A lot of difference is there. Then next, the third stage is medication. How it started, how it developed, how you try to control with medication, and what are the current symptoms. So these are the 4 stages. You'll take 5 seconds for this, 5 seconds. So this tell you about the organization or the structure of the consultation. So first the doctor is going to talk about onset. Second, he is going to talk about development. Third, he is going to talk about medication. And lastly, is going to talk about current symptoms. Discuss. So 4 stages of discussion is there. Remember this. So this, it will take 5 seconds, right? The next point is Now, skim the blanks and keywords. 15 seconds. So 5 seconds over. Now 15 seconds. Skim the blanks and the keywords. What are the blanks? What are the keywords? Now if you see the first point, let us take the example number 1. Okay. Let us take the example number 1. Only one example. Okay. Describes heartbeat as. So it is a description. It's an adjective. Okay. It's an adjective. It's a name of something. Okay. Now it is intermittent. It is intermittent. Try to understand. It's an adjective or it's a sensation. Okay. Heartbeat as thumping, pounding. Okay. Thumping, heartbeat, pounding, heartbeat, like that. It may be adjective or it may be sensation. Okay. Right? It may be a sensation. Next, let us take another example. Example number 6. Probably present since. Probably present since. That means here he is going to talk about the time when, since, starting time. Probably present since. Mitral valve regurgitation identified. Probably present since. This problem, when, since when? When. This is, since means starting time. Okay. For the last means duration. Since means a starting time. Since June 2024 or April 2023 or so 2 years back symptoms. So that's it, 2 years ago. So 2 years back. So this mitral valve regurgitation, mild, identify, and probably present since 2 years. He's very clear told. So maybe December 2023, like that. Or since his marriage, maybe. Or since his 24th birthday, maybe. So something like since starting time. Okay. That you have to see. A point in time. It's an event. It's an occasion. Okay. Since particular event or since a point of time, a date, month, or year, since 2023, like that. Okay, fine. Maybe month also may be there. Maybe date also may be there. Right? Fine. Or an event, occasion like marriage or birthday or appointment as a appointment, employment, something like that. So any occasion it might be. The next one. Let us take another question, number 10. Recent overseas trip resulted in diagnosis of suspected dash. Recent overseas trip resulted in diagnosis of suspected something, some medical condition. You can say this is a medical condition, diagnosis of suspected a medical condition, or it may be a disease. It may be a medical condition or it may be a disease. I have given you 3 things. Afterwards, we'll go into the depth for finding out everything, but I'm just giving you an outline now first, how these 30 seconds can be used the best. So you can use 15 minutes for this one, 15 seconds, sorry, 15 seconds for skimming the blanks and the keywords. What are the keywords there? All right. Next one, anticipate the speaker roles and interaction for 5 seconds. Okay. Anticipate the speaker roles and interaction. Okay. Speaker roles and who are the speakers? Medical professional and the patient. So medical professional. Who is the medical professional? Medical professional. Okay. He will be giving their GP or cardiologist, maybe. General practitioner or cardiologist, maybe. Okay. General practitioner or a specialist cardiologist. This is related to tachycardia. Referral to cardiologist. So referred to cardiologist when 2 years ago. 2 years ago, he was referred to cardiologist. So that means he might have gone to that cardiologist or another cardiologist or this cardiologist or maybe a GP. Now he is with the GP maybe. So it may be GP or a cardio. So he knows that it's a cardiology problem. So he might have gone to a cardiologist again. Or he may have gone to the nearby GP. because now, so 4 years back problem originated, 2 years back it was developed. Now little mild symptoms are there, so that's why he has gone to the doctor. So it may be GP or cardiologist. Okay, this is how you have to. And 5 seconds for this one. Anticipate. Who is the speaker? Who are the speakers? That means who is the medical professional? So cardiologist or general practitioner. Number one. Or the patient. Who is the patient? Patient is Bryn Turnbull. He's a male person. You can see. Okay. Bryn Turnbull. Sometimes you may get whether he's male or female because names sometimes mislead. Okay, names sometimes mislead. But here, more aware of his heartbeat, his heartbeat. So this shows that this person is male. Remember that. So you have to understand. Okay. So if this male patient, that means the medical professional is a female. So voice interlap. Okay. Right? Be careful. Male, female. So you can understand who is speaking when, like that. So now here, this is what now patient, what is he going to give? He's going to give about history. When did it start? How did it develop? And doctor, he'll also tell about his symptoms. So doctor will clarify why these symptoms are, and he will also summarize the findings, what he understands. So that is another 5 seconds. So 25 seconds over. Now step 4, mentally prepare for synonyms and paraphrases. Mentally prepare for synonyms and paraphrases. What do you mean by synonyms? Synonyms means a similar words. Okay. For example, aware, aware. What do you mean by aware? Means know already. Aware. I am aware that I have fever. Yeah, I have a little bit of fever. Okay. So I'm aware that I have fever. That means I know that I have fever. So the same word aware may not be heard there. So imagine the synonyms there. Okay. Imagine the synonyms there. For example, initially, in the beginning, in the beginning. So 4 years ago, initially, okay, first, at the commencement, in the beginning, when I first noticed. So anything may come there. So you have to recall. For example, let us take some things. Heartbeat. Now this heartbeat is there. Now you have to recall some other words. Really, he may not say the same word there. He may say palpitations. He may say palpitations. Then what you will do? You will not hear the word heartbeat. Don't expect to hear the word heartbeat. You can hear any other word which may mean heartbeat. Okay. Intermittent, off and on, off and on. Okay. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. That is intermittent. Once every 2 days, alternative 2 days, or once every week, or something like that. Intermittent, not regular, not regularly. Intermittent, off and on. So any word may be there. Then coldness in extremities. Coldness in extremities. What do you mean by coldness in extremities? Means poor circulation. Poor blood circulation. Coldness. Why do you feel cold? Because blood is not flowing. Okay. So you feel cold. So it's called poor circulation. Surgery. Maybe operation, maybe procedure. You are medical people, you know better. I don't know that much. You are medical people, you know better what is in medical context. Okay. What is in medical context? For example, if I say coldness in extremities, now we have a doctor here. The doctor's name is Dr. Robel. Okay. Dr. Robel. I'll ask him whether my point is right or not. Dr. Robel, Dr. Robel, can you unmute and tell me, Dr. Robel, can you unmute and tell me coldness in extremities? Does this in any way mean poor circulation? Is it related? Yes or no? Hello? Yeah, Dr. Robel, your mic has a problem, I suppose. So, now what do you mean by coldness in extremities? Oh, if you cannot speak, you can at least type here, please. At least type. At least type. Okay, so that we can understand your opinion. Okay, fine. I think you have a problem with your mic. I gave the mic, but you are not able to speak, or something problem. So you can at least type. Okay, I'm muting you back. Please type there. Coldness, coldness in extremities. Now, coldness in extremities. Coldness in extremities. What do you mean by this coldness in extremities? That means poor circulation. Do you agree with this, and why? You can type there. Anybody, you can type there. So, diagnosis. Diagnosis. For example, signs and symptoms are related to diagnosis. So, this is recent, present. So, you have to understand these things. Okay. Fine. So next, this is the way how you have to identify. Yeah. So poor blood supply. Yeah. Robel Rahman is saying poor blood supply. Yeah. Because you are medical people. I am not a specialist medical person, but I take some support from here and there, and I try to understand, because I'm not a doctor myself, but because of my discussions with doctors and consultations and all these things, according to my own research and study, I'll get some idea. So based on that one, I'm telling. Yeah, he said poor blood supply. Yeah, that's poor circulation. That's what I was telling. Okay, now let us see questions. Now I hope you understand. So yeah, of course I can understand there. Now what you do is, I want your opinion now. What opinion regarding what? Now, is my binocular vision, or a telescopic vision, or microscopic vision, whatever you call it, may be binoculars, it may be telescope, it may be microscope, whatever it is, my specific detailed analysis or my explanation, is it useful? How much percentage it is useful? You tell me. You can tell me 0, you can grade me 0 to 100. So if you say it is 0%, then we'll cut off this discussion as nonsense and we'll move forward. Okay, just ignore this one and we'll rush forward. So if you think that it is 100%, then we'll go deep in detail and find out everything. We'll bring the last drop of sugarcane juice or lemon juice out of the sugarcane or the lemon. Okay, we drag the last drop. So 100% means everything we'll find out. If you say no, 50%, then we'll take 50-50, just a middle range. So you tell me, how is my explanation beneficial? Is it 0 to 100%? Come on, give your vote in the chat box, please. Vote. Yeah, Shahadat says 100%. Let us see more. So because I'm going into depth, I'm researching a lot for you. Tirumala says 100. Robel says it's really helpful. Yeah. Now, we'll go question after question. Okay. Analysis in the same way. Okay. Question after question, analysis. Now, let us go to the first question. Yeah, others, come on, respond, please. So, let us see one by one. Now, first one. Here we have the first one, right? Here we have the first one. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Now, what you have to do is, okay, what you have to do is we have to analyze. So, first one, let us see. Describes heartbeat as a dash, intermittent. Intermittent. Now this section, which section it is? Onset of condition. This is the section. Clue words describes heartbeat as. So description, beautiful, clever. So adjective may be there. It's an adjective. Remember, when it is a description, it is an adjective. So a word is used to describe the feeling he experienced. He experienced a particular feeling, and you are describing that experience. What is that word which he is using to describe the feeling he experienced? Listen for that word. Faithful representation of the original word you hear with your ears. Don't modify, don't alter, don't change. Faithful representation of the original word that you hear with your ears. No imagination, please. Remember that. So it may be intermittent. Intermittent, he said in the brackets. So it may be, like for examples, sensation of heartbeat. Sensation of heartbeat. Try to understand. Sensation of heartbeat. Remember that. Now here, it may be, for example, irregular, fluttery, rapid, or skipped heartbeat, rapid heartbeat, thumping heartbeat, pounding heartbeat, fluttery heartbeat, irregular. So heartbeat as irregular, or fluttery, or rapid, or skipped, or thumping, or pounding, or whatever it is, you can say. The tip is listen for the patient describing the feeling of their heartbeat. It may come with an adverb like kind of, or feels like, kind of fluttery, kind of skipped, kind of irregular, or feels like irregular. It's a feeling, right? Feels like irregular, feels like pounding. Okay. So the synonyms are palpitating, fluttering, thumping, pounding. These are some synonyms. Okay. That's for question number 1. Next, let us go to question number 2. Let us go to question number 2. No accompanying pain, or so no accompanying pain. Pain is a noun. Or, for example, if you see, you could join two words with or and. Both should be same. For example, boy or girl, man or woman, table or chair, white or black. That means two similar qualities only you join. You join two similar related parts of speech, words. Okay. Eating or drinking are not allowed in the flight. For example. Okay. So two things are not allowed. Dancing or singing are not permitted in the classroom. Okay. She should be either studying or sleeping. Studying, sleeping. So verb placing, verb placing. So it should be together. Pain or pleasure. Maybe another noun. So remember that. Now here, you can see here, no accompanying pain or dash. So the section is onset of condition. Clue word is no accompanying. That means nothing else along with that. So expected answer type, symptom or bodily sensation. Symptom, pain is a symptom. In the same way, it's a bodily sensation. Pain is a bodily sensation. So it may be a symptom or it may be a bodily sensation. If you really love these sessions, invite your friends, please. I'm going to do grand things for you. Okay? I'm going to give you many special things. Try to pass on this message, our video link, our Zoom link to Many students, tell them a very wonderful session is going on here. Please come and join. Tell them, motivate them, guide them, pull them here. Okay. The more you support me, the more I will give you. Okay. Right. So now here, symptom, what answer type? What is the type of answer you require? It is a pain. Pain is a symptom. Pain is a bodily sensation. Now here, you have to predict, you have to brainstorm, you have to guess what might be coming there. It may be dizziness, it may be breathlessness, no dizziness, no pain, no dizziness, no accompanying pain or dizziness, no accompanying pain or breathlessness, no accompanying pain or fatigue. So the answer might be, chances are there, dizziness, breathlessness, fatigue. So these are three options. Now listening tip, what should you listen for? What are you intending to listen for? You have to be ready to listen to something which is very important, because that one word is important here. You cannot miss, you cannot alter, you cannot modify, you cannot change. So the speaker might say, I didn't have any pain or anything like, I mean similar to. I didn't have any pain or anything similar to dizziness or breathlessness or fatigue or discomfort or shortness of breath or nausea. Dizziness means discomfort, synonym. Breathlessness means shortness of breath, synonym. Fatigue, nausea. So these may be synonyms for these things. The same words, or maybe there's some synonyms. Don't think that the exact word you imagine may come there. For example, he may say breathlessness, or he may say shortness of breath. Whatever you hear, the same thing you have to write. Remember, whatever he says, the words, faithful, okay, presentation of the original words from the audio. Remember that. So that's what you have to do. Next, the third question. So remaining parts we don't need. Why should we bother? Why should we bother? Right? So father died from heart disease following some surgery. What type of surgery? It's some type of surgery. Maybe heart surgery or brain surgery or some surgery. What is that surgery? Now let us see. Father died from heart surgery following dash surgery. So this is a family history. Family history. The section is family history. You try to understand here. Father is a family member. The clue word is following surgery. That means after surgery. Not the preceding surgery, following surgery. Preceding means before. Following means after. After the surgery, he died from heart disease. After surgery. So now expected answer type is a type of cardiac surgery, because there is a family history. So the person has cardiac problems. So all the problems related to cardiology or heart will have to be mentioned here. Family history. Others, no problem. But related to heart, anything is there in the family history, you have to mention. So he has mentioned here. So it is a type of cardiac surgery, maybe. So you may hear bypass, surgery, valve replacement surgery, stenting surgery. So you may not hear the word following. You may hear the words after he had a dash procedure, operation. You may hear a different set of words, but the word which you listen there, that you have to write here. Okay. Surgery is already there. So if he says procedure, don't write procedure, because already surgery is there here. If he says operation, don't write operation, because surgery is already here. But other than that, what word he tells, that type of surgery you have to mention here. So it may be synonyms like open heart, bypass, synonym is open heart. Valve replacement, maybe coronary. Stenting, take another synonym like angioplasty. So the synonyms may be open heart, coronary or angioplasty or bypass or valve replacement or a stenting. So any word, whatever he says, catch that original word without any modification. Place it there. 100% perfect presentation of the actual words spoken in the audio. Remember that. That is the fourth one. That is the third one, sorry. Am I clear so far? Yeah, give your voting. Am I clear so far? To you. You can say thumbs up or yes or one letter S or a thumbs up or something you can say. Nah? Just, am I clear so far? Am I giving useful information? Is this valuable to you? What do you think? Because I'm working hard, you know, and I need your feedback so that I should realize whether I am going in the right direction that is useful to you or not. Okay. Right. Aisha Chaturani, do you want to say something? You raised your hand. Okay. Yeah, I'm unmuting you. Do you want to say something? Yes, please. Or you just raised your hand here. Okay, fine. If you want to speak something, you can unmute and speak. Otherwise, we are moving on. No problem. Right. Okay. So, yeah. Next, fourth question. This is the fourth question. Now, development of symptoms 2 years ago. Development of symptoms 2 years ago. Okay. Now, so once again, let us recall the three questions. First question, listen for the word he uses to describe the feeling he experienced. That is for the first one. Then the second point, no accompanying pain or dash. So doctor he consulted at the time asked him about another possible symptom. One possible symptom is pain. So the doctor asked, do you have any pain? And the patient said, no, I don't have any pain. Then the doctor asked Anthony, do you have breathlessness? Maybe. Nausea? Maybe. Or giddiness or dizziness? Maybe. And he said no. So he said no. The doctor might have asked. So listen for the doctor here, not for the patient. Patient will say, no, I did not have those symptoms. What symptoms? You should listen to the doctor's question. The answer here will come from the doctor's question because doctor is asking, do you have any, did you have any pain? Or the doctor asked. And the same words will not be repeated by the patient. So he'll say, no, I did not have those symptoms. Both of them, I did not have. I did not experience. So now you listen for the right doctor or you listen to the patient. No need to listen to the patient because these words are coming from the doctor. So the doctor he consulted at the time asked him about another possible symptom. What was that the doctor asked, not the patient told, because the patient did not say anything. He said negated. That's all. No, I don't have. The patient will not take this symptom at all. Be careful. Be very careful. Okay. You have to be very cautious there. Catch it in the right moment. Then the third one is you are listening for a type of surgery. You are listening for a type of surgery, but he uses a different word for surgery. Don't think that he will use the same word as surgery. He may say operation, open heart operation. Okay. Or something else. Right. So next we are going to question number 4. Question number 4. Now here, question number 4, development of symptoms 2 years ago. Now he describes heart as single instance of tachycardia. You know what is tachycardia and you know what is tachypnea. Tachycardia and tachypnea, two different heart conditions. So tachycardia, single instance of tachycardia, only one time, describes heart as describes heart as. How does he describe? These are the clue words. So one time he experienced tachycardia and he is telling describes heart as. That means these are the clue words. He is describing heart as. It's a description word. That means that should be an adjective. A word which describes is an adjective. How is he? How is she? Charming, elegant, pretty, beautiful. Describing word will be an adjective. And here it is a sensation or a state. It may be a sensation or a state. Tachycardia. What does that mean? Does that mean fast beat or slow beat? You know it better. Why should I tell you all those things? Now, you can, tachycardia is already there. Describes heart. How does he describe? Okay. The expected answer type is an adjective. It may be a sensation or a state. The prediction, racing. The heart is racing like a tiger. Racing, pounding, pounding, pounding. Okay. Like a pestle and mortar, you pound something into powder. Pounding. Irregular, irregular, not regular. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, sometimes fast, sometimes. That is irregular. So racing or pounding or irregular. Now the listening tip is listen for when they start discussing other symptoms and the answer follows. Okay. So the doctor is asking, okay, then the patient is telling, he's describing his heart as racing, pounding, irregular, adjective. And listening to him could be a vivid description like felt like it was about to jump out. Felt like it was about to jump out. Okay, like that also. Then he will give the word hammering, thudding, beating rapidly, or racing, or pounding, or irregular, or hammering, or thudding, or thumping, or beating rapidly, or vigorously, or drastically, or tremendously, beating rapidly, beating tremendously, beating drastically. So anything may be there. So you have to listen to those words. Whenever adjective is there, imagine the adverb also. Okay. All right. Next, question number 5. The synonyms are hammering, thudding, thumping, beating rapidly, drastically, continuously, incessantly, dramatically, drastically. Like that, any word may come rapidly. Okay. 5th question. 1 second, please. So, we are studying like this. And if you practice like this in the exam, you'll finish it in 30 seconds. You'll be ready. Okay, I'm explaining. I'm taking time to explain lot of things. But if I do it myself, I'll finish it off in 20 seconds. Not even 30. 20 seconds enough. 15 seconds enough. The more you practice, the stronger you will be. Right. The 5th question. Occurred means happened whilst, while, or when. Okay. Occurs whilst, while, or when. Okay. Dash. Relatively light exercise. Occurred whilst. Whilst means while, during. It may be during. It may be while. It may be when. It may be at the time. Or when I was doing. So, occurred means happened. Occurred means happened. Relatively light exercise. What is that? Okay. Now, this is an activity verbing. It's ing form. It's an ing form. While is a action in continue. While playing. While playing. Not when he was playing. While he was playing. When he was playing is wrong. While he was playing. Longer duration while. Lesser duration when. For example, I am teaching you, and my telephone rang. My telephone rang. Ring. So I am teaching for almost 1 hour. I have been teaching for almost 1 hour. So while I was teaching, the telephone rang. This is shorter duration. This is longer duration. Longer duration you use with while. Shorter duration you use with when. When the telephone rang, I was teaching. When the telephone rang, I was teaching. While I was teaching, the telephone rang. Try to understand this. There is a longer duration and in between there is a shorter duration. The telephone rang for 3 seconds. I was teaching for 1 hour. In between some time, the telephone rang. 3 seconds only. So shorter duration is when, longer duration is while. Remember that. While I was teaching, the telephone rang. Remember that. So while means longer duration. That means the action is in progress. While I was teaching, while playing, while doing, while exercising, while gymming, while walking, while jogging, while climbing stairs, while skipping, while doing push-ups. Okay. Anything. Ing form will be there. Walking, activity plus verb plus ing form. Activity means action plus ing form, continuous, progressive form. Whilst the word brings you verb plus ing form. Don't blindly listen. Just imagine what you have to hear here. It may be walking, while walking, or whilst walking, or jogging, or climbing upstairs, or climbing downstairs. Climbing stairs. Climbing stairs means climbing upstairs, climbing downstairs. Both are the same. Climbing upstairs is going up. Climbing downstairs is climbing doesn't mean going up only. Down also. Climbing downstairs, going down. Okay. Or walking down the stairs. He may say anything. Walking downstairs, climbing upstairs, walking downstairs. Okay. Anything he may say. Listen to those words. Right words. So listen for a background activity description. I was going upstairs. So going upstairs. Coming downstairs. Coming downstairs. He may say anything. So be careful. Background activity. What is he describing? What activity is telling? Exercising, stretching, lifting weights, skipping. It may be anything. Be careful. Next, question number. What exercise was Bryn doing when he first noticed the symptoms? When he first noticed the symptoms, okay? When he first noticed the symptoms, development of symptoms. When he first noticed the symptoms, what exercise was he doing? Was Bryn doing when he first noticed the symptoms? Remember that. Next, question number 6. Probably, possibly, might be, maybe, it could be. So probably 50-50. Okay. Not 100% surely. No. So probably. Next question number 6. Probably since a dash. Since is a preposition related to the onset of time, starting time. There are two things, two ways of telling time, describing time. One is since, means point of time. The second one is for the last, means duration of time. Since January 2025. Since January 2025. This is point of time when it started. Since means point of time, starting point of time. Dr. Robel, write down. All of you, write down. When I was saying something, grammatical concepts, please write down. Since means starting point of time. Okay. Many people say like this, since 5 months. Crazy. They don't know. Since means a starting time, not a duration. 4 months is duration. Okay. Since January 2025. So 2025, January till now, 6 months. For the last 6 months, for the last is with the duration of time. That one is starting point of time. This is the duration of the time period. From that time till now, how much time has lapsed? That is called duration of time duration. For the last 6 months, this month included, for the last 6 months or since January 2025. Okay, I'm teaching grammar accordingly. If you know grammar, it will be easy for you. You cannot say since 4 months here. Okay. Okay. Right. It may be year, it may be month, it may be day, it may be date also. Anything might be there. So, since, probably present since, when? So, it's a past event. It's a time reference. Probably present since is the clue word regarding mitral valve regurgitation. Okay, that is the section here. So, answer type is past event or time reference. Event reference or time. When? What is that event or what is that time? Maybe since birth, maybe since childhood, maybe since teenage years, since he was 16, or since 2024, or since March 2024. Okay. Or since the onset of the medical condition. Anything may be there. So, since means starting point of time, reference. Since birth, since childhood, since teenage years. The listening tip is here may refer something like maybe I was born with it, means since birth. Maybe I was born with it, means birth. Okay. So since his birth, since birth. Right. Sorry. Now here, follow the notes until the audio mentions mitral valve regurgitation. Okay. Follow the notes until the audio mentions mitral valve regurgitation. There. The point is there. Identified. Then you will be ready. Okay. The answer follows the word probably. But be careful as you only need one word. Okay. Maybe early life or congenital or a teenage. Since teenage or since birth. Okay. Or since marriage. Or since his appointment or employment or anything like that. Event or occasion. Right. Time reference is required. Next one, seventh one. Prescribed dose beta blockers, medication, prescribed low dose beta blockers, taken as needed, as required, as required. Now, beta blockers usage, approximately dash in 6 months. What do you mean by dash here? In 6 months means how many? Prescribed low dose beta blockers, taken as needed, but approximately how many in 6 months? How many he has taken in 6 months? As needed, he has to take, but in 6 months, approximately, he has needed. How many? Okay, how many? Frequency, how many times? Maybe 10 times in 6 months. Or how many? 5 tablets, 3 times, 10 doses. Okay, number of tablets or doses used. How many doses? 5 doses in 6 months. Or 10 tablets in 6 months. Approximately, not exactly. Not exactly. Approximately, a round figure. So how many? How many times? Frequency. How many tablets? Count. It may be frequency or it may be count. You have to expect the answer type. Both are okay here. Now, if you see, I have only taken about 3 times or 5 doses or 10 tablets or 5 tablets or 10 doses or 10 times, whatever. So here number plus times or tablets or doses, 3, 5, 10 or times tablets or doses. Okay. Or 3 occasions in 6 months, 3 times in 6 months. Okay. So a number of tablets or number of doses, whatever it is, the number and the unit. Number is 3 or 5 or 10, and the unit is times or tablets or doses or capsules or anything else. Right. Now, the word approximately tells you that you are listening for a number, approximately 10. Approximately means you are measuring or counting some number, approximately, say 7, 8, or maybe 10. So approximately means roughly. Roughly, you are waiting for a number. Okay, 10 kg or 10 grams or 2 times or something number is going to come there. Next, 8th question. 8th question. Dash and coldness in extremities as a side effect. So now we have come to side effects. Dash and coldness in extremities. So dash and coldness. Coldness is one sign and symptom. It is a symptom. Coldness is a symptom. Pain is a symptom. Fatigue is a symptom. Disease is a symptom. So here coldness is a symptom. Okay. Coldness is a symptom. Okay. Heat of the body is a symptom that you got fever. So these are symptoms. Symptoms means signs so that you can diagnose the problem. So these are side effects. And the clue word is coldness. Coldness is a noun. Coldness is a noun. So you'll find some other nouns here. It may be fatigue. You're searching for a symptom. You're expecting answer type is a symptom or signs or presenting conditions or a dizziness or giddiness or whatever you call, or a tingling. Okay. Dizziness and giddiness maybe more the same, but whatever you hear, that only you have to write. So it may be fatigue, you are predicting, you are maybe dizziness, maybe tingling, okay, or itching, right? Something like that. And I often feel, this may be the tip you have to listen. It might be, I often feel coldness in extremities. Okay, I often feel numbness, chills, lack of circulation. So these are some synonyms which you may hear. Right. Bryn talks about the side effects and uses of the word like. Okay. So dash and coldness in extremities as a side effect. As means like. As means like. Okay. He is walking as a tiger, means like a tiger. He is walking like a tiger. Okay. He is behaving as a fool, means like a fool. So as means like. So here he is using the word like. Maybe he uses the word like, or he may use similar to, likely, like, as. Okay, something he may use. So you are getting some side effects here: numbness, chill, and lack of circulation. Number 9, noticeably dash after taking his medication. Noticeably dash after taking his medication. So here the section is side effects. Okay, the section is side effects. The previous one also side effects. This one also side effects. Okay. After taking his medication, he experienced something. Noticeably, he observes some side effect. After taking medication, he notices some side effects. Okay. It may be the answer type expected is state or sensation. He feels tired. He feels sluggish. He feels dull. He feels dizzy. Okay. Or he feels strained, tired, something like that. He feels that. Okay. Because he noticed it. What you have to listen for? You have to listen for after taking his medications. So you may listen like this, for example, the contrast tip. Listen for contrast. Right after taking it, right after I take it, I feel, right after taking the medication, I feel maybe sleepy, maybe drowsy, maybe drained, maybe tired, right? So something like that. Okay. The word noticeably tells you that other people have noticed Brian's reaction to the medication. Maybe his brother, noticeably, somebody noticed the change in his body. Maybe his wife, maybe his mother, maybe his father, somebody noticed. So he feels, or he may also notice anything, maybe. Okay. Noticeably means somebody noticed, either he or the nurse or father or mother or brother or sister or wife or son or daughter or somebody else might have noticed. The word noticeably tells us that other people have noticed Brian's reaction to the medication. So listen for the word somebody else has used to describe him. My mother told that. My wife told that I was appeared to be tired or drowsy or drained or sleepy. You appear to be sleepy. Oh, you taken medication. Then after that, I noticed that you were drowsy. You're feeling drowsy. So somebody is telling. So my mother told me, or my father, my wife told me. Something he will tell there. Or I only noticed. Anything it may be, not that others also. He also can notice. Or the nurse noticed, maybe. Anybody can who has noticed, he himself or the other person in front of him might have noticed at that particular point of time. They have noticed, and afterwards they have told him, and he remembers the same thing and is telling the doctor. He is reporting what others have told or he himself has noticed. Next. So we all have to thank Dr. What is this fellow's name? Dr. Robel Rahman. Hello, Dr. Robel Rahman. Thank you. Because of you, I have scheduled this session. So all of you have to thank Dr. Robel Rahman, who is currently in the United Kingdom and originally hails from Bangladesh. So he requested me, sir, teach me part A today. I said, okay. And I'm trying to do my best, trying to give 100%, but I don't know whether I can give 100% or not, but I'm trying my best to do that. All right. Because if you listen to this session, you need not listen to any other session. You will do it yourself. Apply all the tips, tricks, and techniques. Tips, tricks, and techniques in your everyday part A sessions. Practice, mock test. Next, current symptoms. Okay. Current symptoms. Recent overseas trip resulted in diagnosis of suspected means expected, doubted, preliminary diagnosis, not diagnosis, preliminary diagnosis, suspected. Overseas trip diagnosis. Suspected means doubted. Okay, imagining, thinking, maybe, possibility. Suspected means possibility. The expected answer type is a medical condition. Medical condition. Now, what is this medical condition? Suspected something. Diagnosed of suspected something. What is that something? Is it? So now you have to predict. You have to go for prediction. Angina, arrhythmia, pericarditis. So this is related to cardiology, right? Heart problem. Angina. arrhythmia, or pericarditis. What among these might be you will be listening to? So you have to be ready to imagine. Imagination, guesswork, brainstorming is very, very important. Now, listening tip is it will be stated very clearly. They thought who the doctors diagnosis. No, who is diagnosing? The doctor or medical professionals. Okay. They thought overseas trip diagnosis. That time, the doctors, they thought. Okay. They thought. It might be. It might be suspected, might be, it might possibly be. Okay, they thought it might be angina or arrhythmia or pericarditis. Okay, so it might be a chest condition or cardiac issue. They suspected the chest condition, some problem. Okay, what chest condition is that? Okay, or cardiac problem or concern or issue. Suspected cardiac issue, suspected chest condition, some sort of chest condition. These are synonyms. They also can be there. Okay, not just arrhythmia or angina or pericarditis. It may be they suspected some chest condition. Okay, or they suspected some chronic chest condition or mild chest. Okay, malfunction or something like that, or cardiac issue or concern or problem. Okay, heart related problem. Yeah, so the word suspected tells that the doctor wasn't certain. Suspected means not sure, unsure, not definite. They did not know it for true. They just doubted this might be. They were not certain. The doctor was not certain. So listen for the word Bryn uses to explain this idea. Bryn is going to use some words to explain this one. So listen to that one. Next, number 11. Radiating to neck and dash. Neck and dash. Whenever there is a word, conjunction or and, either or, neither nor, that time this side word and that side word must be the same part of speech. Neck is a noun. So here also noun should come. Neck is a body part and this is also body part. So radiating to neck and the right shoulder or right wrist or right knee or right palm or right ankle or right elbow, anything it may be, or the back, radiating to neck and back or chest, okay, or shoulder. It may be anything, any other body part. If it is shoulder, then which shoulder? You have to be very clear. Neck and shoulders, plural, okay. Shoulders means okay. But if it is one specific shoulder, the right shoulder, neck and right shoulder, neck and left shoulder, which is specific. If it is singular, it should be specific because two shoulders are there. You cannot say shoulder. Shoulder means which shoulder? Be specific. Be very careful. Okay, pain in shoulders is already there above. Has developed intermittent pain in shoulders. Shoulders is already come, so it will not come back maybe. Something else might come here. Radiating to neck and dash. So here, shoulder pain. That is the section. Shoulder pain. And the clue words are radiating to, means spreading to. Radiate, originated one place and spreading to another place. Radiating. Radius, you know, going around, circling around, moving around, spreading, moving, circling, radiating. You know, radius, right? Now, the expected answer, what type it is? It's a body part. It's a body part. And be specific. That's what I'm telling you. It's a neck and arm. Which arm? Right arm, left arm. Jaw. Upper jaw, lower jaw. Back. Okay. If it's arm or jaw, it may be right jaw or upper jaw or lower jaw? Not right and left. So next one, arm, right and left arm. Anyone? Or arms means plural, jaws means plural. Okay, both are jaws. Okay, if it is single, then you have to be very specific. Listen to that also. Okay, adjective also. And back. So might say shoots up, spreads to, radiates, circulates, moves on, goes to, shoots up to my neck and down to my, up to my neck and down to my, so neck is already there, up to the neck and down to where? So it's a body part. Upper arm, left arm, shoulder blade, anything it might be. So you have to be very, very careful. You have to be very, very careful. Remember that. Remember that. You have to be very careful. Yes. So next, 12th question. Yeah. So you are listening for another part of the body. You are listening for another part of the body, but Bryan doesn't use the word radiating. He will not say radiating. The same word is already there. Radiating. He will not use the same word. It stretches, expands, moves, circles, spreads, goes, shoots. Any other word he might be taking. So don't expect the same word radiating. Okay, be careful. Next question number 12. Question number 12. Pain presents as a pain presents as a what? Pain is presenting as a what? Okay, it's a type of pain. It's description of pain, describing. So it's an adjective maybe. Okay, it's an adjective maybe. So presents as a. How it is presenting? What type of pain? Okay. Now here, type of pain. What do you predict here? It may be ache, pressure, stabbing pain. Okay, it may be ache or pressure or stabbing pain or whatever it is. Will be vivid explanation, vivid. It's more of a what? Tightness, dull ache, sharp jolt. Okay, sharp jolt, stabbing pain, pricking sensation, thumping, pounding pain, pounding. Okay. So it may be two words: dull ache, chest tightening. Okay. Stabbing pain, pricking sensation, sharp jolt, sudden pounding. So it may be two words, like two-word expression may be used normally here. Two-word expression may be used here. Okay. That's it. So now give your feedback for this. Okay, starting time for when we have to use sir. Starting time means since. Starting time means since. Yeah. Since morning till now 12 hours. So for the last 12 hours. Since morning or for the last 12 hours. I have been working as a doctor since 1995. I have been working as a doctor in the United Kingdom since 1995. I have been working as a doctor in the United Kingdom for the last 30 years. Okay. Since means starting time. For the last means duration, period. So that's very clear. So you have got that cleared. So now give your feedback. How was the session? How was the session? Give your feedback. Give your feedback. Yeah, no problem, Lavanya. Carry on. So for registrations, you can contact me on +919877867360 for personalized training. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Don't go because I'm going to give you the listening test now, the same part. Subscribe, like, share, and comment for more videos. Support our work because little goes a long way. Share generously with your friends. Provide your valuable feedback in the comment section. And thank you for watching this video. So, yes. Now, we are going to have the, yeah. Yes, we are going to have the audio. Play the audio and listen to this now and do the test now. Okay. Yeah. Yes, we are going to play the audio. So, yeah, we're going to play the audio. Be ready. Yes. So, that I'll give you in the next video. Okay. So, stop.